Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back with another Chatty Get Ready With Me or weekly catch up. As always, I'm going to jump right in. So I'm not going to do a whole lot with my base today. I'm just going to put a little bit of this foundation on. I am going to have to mix a little bit of this darker one just because it's too light right now, this one. But this is the only foundation that's like really been doing a good job with my skin. As far as like not making it look crazy textured or cakey, but I really don't have much texture anymore. Thank goodness. A lot of this is just red. Well, I have a little bit of texture here, but a lot of this is just the redness. This is all, thankfully, my skin has cleared up a ton, which I am so thankful for. So today it's like really yucky out. We were supposed to get hit with another really bad hurricane, but thankfully there was a second hurricane out there that is like really, really strong and is apparently like pulling the one that was supposed to hit us back out to sea, which is really good news. But that's only like only one of the models is showing that. The European model is still showing, I think, that it's supposed to actually hit the Carolinas, but I don't know. So I'm hoping that it just gets pulled back out to sea and continues on its merry way, but I don't know. I'm a little nervous just because if there's one model still showing, especially the European model, because I do believe the European model has been historically more accurate than ours. So I guess we'll just have to see, but it's already like gray. The temperature's dropped like 15 degrees, 20 degrees, which is so nice. So it's only like 71 degrees outside today. It's so nice. I'm wearing Lush Lord of Misrule today because it's finally like cool enough to wear it. And yeah, I did not post a Chatty Get Ready With Me last week because I just really didn't have anything to talk about. Yeah, so, and I really don't have much to talk about this week either because like nothing has been going on. I pulled a muscle in my back last week, so I've been in pain pretty much all week. So that has super sucked. Other than that, I did watch a super good movie last night on Hulu called The Assessment, and it was really good. It was like a sci-fi thriller, and it had Elizabeth Olsen and I don't know how to say her last name. Alicia, I think it's Vikander. But yeah, it was really good. Minnie Driver was in it for a second, which I haven't seen Minnie Driver in anything for a while. But yeah, it was really good. It was like it was set in the future, and they lived like, I don't know, like they had to create a new society like on just, I guess, part of the earth. And the new society that they lived in was under a dome, and you couldn't legally have children like on your own anymore. They had to take this like drug that basically made them infertile. Not really infertile, but made them so that they couldn't like make children. And it also kept them from aging. So like Minnie Driver's character, she at one point says that she is like 153 years old or something. So it seemed like they were living in a society where they were really like controlling the population because people were living such long lives at this point. that they were like really controlling how many babies could be born. But anyways, like if you were a couple that was wanting a child, you had to go through like an assessment in order to have a kid. And yeah, it was really wild. I'm gonna put on a powder bronzer today, just a little bit. So yeah, I watched that. It was really good. I'm trying to think. Oh, Charlotte and I watched the new season of Alice in Borderland. We binged it basically in pretty much in one day, and then we left one more episode for another day. So like we pretty much binged it within a 24-hour period. And it was pretty good. It wasn't as good as like the first 2 seasons, but it was still good. We enjoyed it. So yeah, we watched that, and that's pretty much it. There just has not been a lot going on. I saw yesterday on TikTok this, it was a video of this girl who apparently, she apparently like had made a video talking about how she only took a shower twice a week. And when she made that video, people assumed that she was like rage baiting. So the video that I saw was a video of her basically like answering people's questions, because people obviously had a lot of questions. And people were asking her like, is this rage bait? And she was like, no, this is not rage bait. I really do only take a shower twice a week. And she's got a boyfriend, so people were asking like, does that bother your boyfriend? And she was like, no. And she was talking about how she really doesn't like, I don't know, sweat and get dirty. So she just doesn't feel like it's a big deal. And like, I guess she was saying she's got like sensory issues. She doesn't like the feeling of like being cold when she gets out of the shower. And it's like, yeah, no, who likes that feeling? Nobody likes the feeling of being cold when you get out of the shower. Like nobody likes that, but that's no reason to not take a shower every day. But it was an eye opener for me, because I was like, gosh, there really are people out there that don't take a shower every single day. And it's funny because you guys know I will talk a lot about I talk a lot about the longevity of fragrance, and I'll talk about how sometimes fragrances last on me for 24 hours because I only take a shower every 24 hours and, in the mornings. And every once in a while, I will get a comment from somebody that'll be like, how do you not take a shower before you go to bed? Like I wouldn't be able to go to bed without taking a shower. And don't get me wrong, I've done both. When I used to get up at 4 o'clock every morning, I used to take a shower at night, obviously, because I didn't want to have to wake up any earlier than 4 to be able to take a shower. But even then, I only did that I tried it for like a couple of months and I couldn't do it. I ended up going back and just waking up earlier so that I could take a shower in the morning. Because I cannot leave the house unless I've taken a shower. I just can't do it. And I'm one of those people that, like I can't stand to sweat. So I don't like get sweaty. I don't get gross during the day and then go to bed like that. There are times that I will take a shower like twice in a day. If I go to the beach and I have a bunch of sunblock on me, of course I'm going to take a shower. If I'm out in the sun and I'm sweating, yes, I'm going to take a shower. But other than, unless there's like some extenuating circumstance, because I don't work out, I don't go to the gym, I don't do any of that because I don't like to sweat. I actually hate the feeling of sweating. You want to talk about a sensory issue. I can't stand that. But anyways, yeah, I just couldn't believe it. So then she started like documenting herself, well, not documenting actually taking a shower, obviously, but documenting the fact that she is like trying to take a shower every single day, which I just think is so weird. But yeah, I guess if your as long as your personal hygiene isn't like bothering anybody else, and you just, you're not walking around smelling super bad and like being bothersome to other people, I guess it doesn't matter. And from what she was saying, she wasn't, but I just can't even imagine. But yeah, I just thought it was funny because I was like, gosh, I sometimes have people get on to me for not taking 2 showers a day, which I'm just not gonna do. And I can't, like, sometimes I do sweat at night, like if I get hot, and I can't imagine like sweating at night and then being like, oh, well, I already took a shower last night, so I'm just gonna, no, like I have to take a shower in the morning. I cannot do it any other way, but to each their own. I don't think it's, as long as you're showering every single day, like who actually cares? But I'm going to be using this palette. This is just like a magnetic palette. These are all Sydney Grace shadows. And I think, yeah, I'm going to use like these colors here and that shimmer. So we'll see. But yeah, anyways, I saw that and I just thought that it was wild that people were okay, I can't tell if, yeah. This is probably going to end up being a short video just because I don't have a lot to talk about, but I did want to get a Chatty Get Ready With Me posted because I didn't want anybody to think that I was going to stop doing them. I'm definitely not. I don't have a lot to talk about because I haven't done a whole lot this week just because I pulled a muscle in my back and it was really painful. So yeah. Ooh, I did order, I did do a fragrance net order, so I'm super excited about that. I only ordered one actual full bottle of perfume. Everything else is either a travel size or a sample. And what I'm gonna do with the travel sprays and the samples is I'm gonna make sure that I test everything back to back every single day until I test everything in the order, and then anything that does not work for me, I'm just gonna immediately declutter so that I don't end up in this situation again, because I've decluttered so much already and I'm super proud of myself, but which is why I was like, okay, I'm gonna reward myself and do a fragrance net haul. But I'm gonna be really good about it. I was really good about only ordering decants and travel size, just the one bottle. The one bottle I ordered because I couldn't get a decant or a travel size, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna love it. It's the Azzaro Twin perfume, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna love it because people say it's like a nice, warm, fuzzy, clean scent. And it also gets compared to Cacharel Noah. So I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna love that. I'm just gonna give it a go and blind buy it. If I hate it, I'll declutter it, but I just don't foresee myself hating it. So yeah, I'm excited to get that. I also ordered, my friend Christine sent me, it's been years ago now, but she sent me a whole bunch of packets of this tea. It's like a probiotic tea and it doesn't have any kind of caffeine in it. And it's like roasted from a brand called Ticino. And I became obsessed with it. And it is kind of pricey. And every time I order, I always order a lot so that I can get free shipping. So I think you have to order like $60. I think you have to do a $60 order to get the free shipping. So it's kind of a little bit on the pricey side to order like $60 of tea at once. But yeah, I have been out for like a year and I've just been drinking like a ton of coffee. Yeah, I've just been drinking like a ton of coffee and I don't feel like I need to cut down on my coffee. I drink like 2 cups a day. One that I make at home, and then I usually go to a coffee shop for another cup or like an iced coffee or something. And I'm not like drinking an excess of coffee, but I know with the cold weather coming that I'm gonna be wanting to drink more like hot drinks. So, yeah, I went ahead and ordered it, so I'll just have it on hand. And they do a bunch of fun flavors. They have like gingerbread and I think I ordered I think they just came out with like an English toffee flavor and I ordered that. And they have, I think I ordered the Mexican chocolate flavor because that one's really, really good. So yeah, I'm excited. I think I got 3 or 4 just so I could get the free shipping. So I'm excited to get that. We did a TikTok order for Charlotte and ordered her an anatomy coloring book because she's like wanting to learn anatomy, which is great because that's not in 7th grade curriculum, but it'll be in her 7th grade curriculum. So that'll be really good. I love Sydney Grace eyeshadows because they're really like sparkly, but in a subtle way. So they don't look, I don't know, they don't look juvenile or anything. They're so pretty. I love Sydney Grace eyeshadows. Sydney Grace eyeshadows and ColourPop are my favorite, hands down. And I don't think I've used a single one of my Sydney Grace palettes this year. So I think I'm gonna do like, I think I'm gonna spend the next few weeks just using Sydney Grace shadows because I've been using all my ColourPop shadows, but then of course it's October, so it's time to pull out my ColourPop Halloween palettes. So yeah, gosh, what a gorgeous shadow that is. And it's like a perfect shade for me. It just works really good on my skin tone. So that is so pretty. Okay, I think I'm gonna line, I usually do like a darker line just on the outer edges on my top lid. So I think I'm gonna go, do I wanna do a dark purple? Actually, I think I'm gonna do this dark brown right here and hope that it's dark enough that it shows up. Oh yeah. Ooh, that's actually perfect. I saw this guy on TikTok make a roast, and it was like a French onion roast, and it looks so delicious. So, but he made it in a Dutch oven, and he like braised it on the stove for like 3 hours, and my dummy self was like, oh no, I can probably just do it in a crock pot. No, you can't do it in the crock pot. It just does not turn out the same. And I don't have a Dutch oven. So now I'm gonna have to go buy a Dutch oven because I have to do that recipe correctly. It looks so delicious. Like when done right. And not only did I do it in the crock pot, which was not it, but I also used too much broth. So it was like just too soupy, and yeah, it just didn't turn out good. And I was really sad about it, but it's okay. My roasts have not been turning out good though, even in the crock pot. I can leave them in the crock pot on low for like 12 hours and they never soften up. It's like the meat just stays super, super tough. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Maybe somebody watching will have a good suggestion. And it's never been like that before. I remember I used to make roasts in the crock pot all of the time. I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago. I've always made crock pots or roasts in the crock pot. And I just cannot, I don't know. And they used to I would put them on low for 8, 10 hours and, all day while I was at work. And then when I got home, they would just be perfect. They would fall apart. You could just use 2 forks basically to shred them up. And that is just not the case anymore. I don't know what is going on with roasts, but they stay super, super tough. So I don't know. I don't really know what to do. That's why I barely ever even make pot roast anymore, just because it's just super frustrating and it's so expensive. I paid $30 freaking for that roast for it to never ever not be tough. It was so tough. It was just not even enjoyable to eat. So yeah, what? I haven't curled my eyelashes in a long time. I think I am gonna curl my eyelashes today, and I think I'm gonna use my Plummy mascara. What shade is this? This is, what shade is this? Oh my gosh, I don't even know. Burgundy. Oh my gosh, I'm so blind. I can't, it's not that I'm blind. I can, let me see. This is Burgundy Haze. It's so little. I don't even know how I just saw that. I like this mascara, but I do not like this mascara wand. It's it's way too bendy, and I hate a plastic mascara wand. I've just never been into these plasticky wands. Gosh, I cannot believe it's already the end of September. It's gonna be October. Yeah, it's a really nice mascara. It keeps your lashes really separated, but it builds on itself really nicely. So it's not, so it doesn't get clumpy. I really like the formula. I just really hate this wand, which is why I don't use it super often. So I just saw another TikTok too that somebody was talking about how HBO apparently, I don't know if any of you ever watched that show on HBO called Westworld. It's been like years ago now that it was on. I really liked Westworld. It did kind of go off the rails near the end of the series, and I don't think I even finished. Yeah, I didn't make it all the way to the end. I don't think I finished. I don't think I watched the very last season, or maybe even the last half of the last season. I'm gonna use this Ione lip pencil in the shade called Plum, and I'm probably just gonna put like a gloss over it. But anyways, apparently, I saw a TikTok this morning that apparently HBO has taken it off their streaming service. So like you can't even watch it anymore, and I don't understand why. They said because it was such a flop, and like I get it, but I wouldn't say it was a complete flop. The first couple seasons were actually really good. It just kind of went off the rails near the end where when they kind of lost the plot. I just don't think that they ever should have made I don't think that they should have made the storyline like to where the AI were like trying to escape the park. I think like I can see the AI wanting to take over the park, but I can't imagine like, I don't know. That's kind of where it lost me because it really didn't make sense to have them leave the park. But I still really liked it because I like Evan Rachel Wood. And I like, what's his name? James Marsden. I really like him. But yeah, I didn't think it was like such a bad show. That there are way worse series out there. So the fact that that's the one that they took off is just wild to me. I think that's too berry. Let's see. I'm gonna see. I don't know about this yummy gloss. I like this yummy gloss, but yeah, I guess that works. I haven't used this in a long time. It's very artificial tasting and smelling. That's in the shade called You're Just Jelly. And I don't know, that lipstick shade makes my teeth look super white though. So yeah, that is makeup done, and I don't really have much else to talk about. So I guess we'll just end it there. But yeah, let me know if you guys have, if you guys watched Westworld and if you thought it was bad enough that it should have been taken off. And if you made it all the way to the end. I don't know very many people that watch that show, so I'm guessing that probably not many of you have watched it either. But if you have, just, yeah, let me know. And let me know what happened at the very end of the season, because I never did make it through, and I don't have HBO, so I'm not gonna go back and watch it probably. But anyways, that is makeup done. Yeah, I kept it pretty simple today just because I'm not feeling it. It's really gray and gross out. I've got to go work today. Yeah. But yeah, that's that mascara too. It's like it's very lengthening. I really want to try that new L'Oreal. It's a new L'Oreal one. I think it's a tubing mascara though, and I'm a little bit scared of tubing mascaras. Just because I've heard that like they can put permanent like pigment in your eye, which really scares me. But anyways, you guys, I do hope that you all enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.